Seniors, I would like to start by thanking you for giving me the opportunity to represent the student body this year as ASB president. Writing this speech made me reflect on all the moments that made me who I am. After spending time thinking about what brought me to this stage today, I look back to all my years in school. It doesn't feel that long ago that we were lining up for our first day in kindergarten, the first step of many to becoming the people we are today. In kindergarten, we met our classmates, new friends, and sometimes managed to actually sit still. We made bonds that lasted for the rest of our childhood, and although it may feel like a small part of our life, it was here that we got our first experience with having some independence began to form into our own distinctive personalities. Fast forward just a few short years, and we quickly moved on from how to tie our shoes to living through the awkward sex ed videos. We perfected how to dance together on Thursday nights during a cotillion and listen to Grayson deliver one of the best speeches ever while rocking a fanny pack. During middle school, we got taller, grew stronger, and we left looking forward to high school. We were ready. We had conquered middle school, and the next challenge was going to be a breeze. As we entered high school, we realized quickly that it was unlike anything we've ever seen before. We're surrounded by football players, cheerleaders, and go to school with kids that have full beards. Kids are allowed to use their phones, and everyone has lunch at the same time. Everything has changed. You get grades now, and it feels like the rest of your life depends on everything you do within those beautiful salmon walls. Chaos is a fond memory, replaced by morning announcements that are nowhere near as cool. We knew high school was different from anywhere we had ever been before, and this new chapter in our lives taught us what it meant to be part of a greater cause and community. Before you knew it, it was already sophomore year. People began to take AP classes, and some people even learned to drive. You may have gotten used to the 7 periods a day, but suddenly we had a new system, block schedule. Not only do we not know where half the classrooms are, now we have to remember which day we go to a certain class. This one might have just broken us, but it wasn't as scary as it first seemed. We had more breaks throughout the day, and you could see your friends more. Sophomore year, we adapted to Miramonte, started to become used to the vending machines, teachers, and dress-up days around the school. It truly felt like we were becoming matadors. The next year of high school had been feared for years. If you had older siblings, you already knew junior year is tough. The workload, the endless talk of college visits, and applications. If your parents had been cool before, that soon changed. Suddenly, dinner conversations were different, and that little kid who used to be worried about learning their ABCs was expected to know what they wanted to be when they grew up. But all that stress came with some nice things too. Who doesn't love agonizing for weeks over the perfect promposal? And if you thought dressing for cotillion was hard, learning to tie a bow tie and wearing tux probably stressed you out as much as it stressed me out. Before our class, college visits, and high school prom worries were overshadowed by tragic events. It's still hard to put into words the profound effect this had on all of us at the time and as we've continued with our journey. So we enter senior year. We are those bearded men on the football field, the cheerleaders that know all the drills, and the water polo players that are getting recruited by colleges. We can finally go on the senior lawn and park in the senior lot. In these last months, we enjoy our last games, apply to colleges, and prepare for our futures. We look forward to our last dance together, senior pranks, and being a second semester senior. But if junior year hadn't been enough, COVID-19 was about to stir up our high school experience even more. All the events that we look forward to were taken from us, and we felt like there was nothing we could do. That's where we were wrong. The community around us came together. After a hard setback, we saw parents, teachers, administrations, and other students come together to help the seniors. We saw unexpected strangers treat us like family and offer their support. We learned what it meant to be a matador, what it meant to be something bigger than yourself. And as we say goodbye to high school, we now know we will forever be part of Miramonte. So seniors, as we look back on our years, there's one overlying message that we can learn. It has never been about what we've gone through. It's about how we've reacted. We've learned how to cry together, laugh together, and grow together. We've learned to support one another and come together as a community. The class of 2020 stands apart for the obstacles we've overcome and the obstacles that we'll conquer in the future. Before I leave you today, I want to share a quote with you from Richard Batch. He said, "Cherish your yesterdays, dream your tomorrows, and live today." As we enter this new chapter of our lives, look back on the journey that led you to where you are today. Aspire to what we can achieve in the future, and celebrate as we become graduates of Miramonte. It's been an honor to be part of the class of 2020, and I'm excited to see where we go. So for one last time, thank you for tuning in, and go Mats.